Obviously feel extremely fortunate to come out with the win tonight. To their credit, thought they played with more force and more physicality in the first half. But to these guys' credit, thought we just kind of stayed the course. Honor got us going and got us back into that game with that stretch of shot making, and then I thought just did a great job the rest of the way of making the simple play, and he's been obviously seeing a lot of attention, putting two on the ball a lot on him, and part of his growth and his maturation through this process is trusting his teammates and just trusting that the game will open up. And I thought he did just a tremendous job of that. And then, DJ obviously made the two monster threes down the stretch and was able to get enough stops and enough rebounds. And, the play of the game, in my opinion, I don't remember exactly when it was, but it was a chaotic stretch. Maybe we were tied or maybe down one or up one. It was like super chaotic. I think maybe we turned it over, they turned it over. They missed an open transition three, and Trace and Eaglestaff had a deep corner three that really hit like the front of the rim and bounced almost to half court, and it looked like it was kind of a jailbreak play where they had like a 4-on-1, and Trayson sprinted back and Amir sprinted back and got a deflection, and then that turned into a layup on the other end for him, and thought that was just a monster play. So feel extremely fortunate to get a road win, and anytime you can win on the road in the Big 12, again, you take it how it comes. So we'll take this one and get ready for the next one.
Questions for the group, please?
Coach, when you have a guy score 14 in 4 minutes, do you just get out of the way?
Yeah, you certainly want to try to just continue to put them in good spots, and again, I think Honor's done a great job. They only took 3 shots in the first half. Credit to them. They made it hard on them, and, he just, again, stayed the course. And then, we've seen that one. We've seen it a time or two this year, and when the first one goes and another one goes, he has the capability, and then made some really great plays where he drove in there and got and ones as well when they really pressed up on him.
Ross, can you just talk a little bit about down the stretch your decision to stick with DJ after Harlan got his 4th foul?
Yeah, it was just, again, I think that's a testament to our group. And, it's been different lineup combinations, different nights. And, obviously we weren't playing great. And so you're really, as a coach, you're searching for answers within the game. And we kind of found that one lineup. It was Amir, Honor, Trey, DJ, and Chance. For a little bit, and that's the group that really got us into the game, and like DJ's ability to space the floor a little bit more because they were putting 2 on Honor. And, again, was just proud of him for he puts in a ton of work, as all these guys do. He's probably one of the highest character, mature freshmen that I've been around, him and Amir both. And, again, happy for us, but you're really happy for him.
Coach, in regards to their Cincinnati's three-point defense in the first half, were they doing anything specifically that kind of threw you guys off? You guys missed your first 10 threes, but then Honor obviously hit 3 or 4 straight. What were they doing defensively to kind of run you off?
I mean, they're a great defensive team. They're a top 10 defensive team in the country. I think they came in 9th in adjusted defensive efficiency, one of the best teams in the Big 12 defensively. And those guards are fast and physical, and they close good. And then when you do get a couple good looks, which I actually thought we had in the first half, like Trey had a couple, Honor had one for sure, DJ had a couple. And so of the 9, you really feel like 5 or 6 of them were ones that you got to make. And the hard part is when you're playing against good defensive teams, you can't be shocked because it's hard to get open looks. And then when you finally get one, you rush it a little bit. But these guys put a lot of work in, and if they're the right shots, you just got to trust them, and these guys got to trust them. And again, I thought in the first half we didn't do a good enough job of going and rebounding our misses. I mean, there's not a rule that just because you shoot and it doesn't make it that you can't go rebound it. And then I thought we just had a higher sense of urgency as the game went on.
DJ, down the stretch, what allows you to shine in those moments?
I mean, Coach. Coach says it all the time in practice. Like I put the work in. Like I gotta be confident and let my work show. So I mean, those moments are just a testament to the work I put in, the confidence that the coaches put into me.
So DJ, what does this do for your confidence now? I mean, moving forward, obviously, you, like Coach Hodge said, you hit 2 big threes. What does this do for your confidence now moving forward?
I mean, I just gotta keep playing. I mean, there's not much like that I can't let much affect my confidence. Like I gotta save and kill. Can't get too high on the good games. Can't get too low on the bad games. So I gotta just save and kill.
Honor, when you're down 14, I think it was 37-23 with about 15 minutes to go, did you sense that once the 3 balls start draining and start going down and you see those balls going through the hoop, the game could change as quickly as it did?
For sure. I mean, I think me and Coach talked about it just on our walk over here. I think I did a better job today of just kind of letting the game come to me. I think sometimes this season is in particular, like there's times where I try to force it or like I try to make the one play that I feel like is a 16-point play if I make the 3-pointer, but that's not the case, you know what I'm saying? So to be able to chip away at it and see some go through the basket, it just opens up my game and then the rest of the team, like for allows DJ to get going and Trey to get going. Like I think that's the biggest thing that can do, not just for me.
And Coach, I believe you guys also rallied at your place, came back and won. What do you see as similarities or differences between those 2 games?
Yeah, I thought the difference in our game at our place was we actually got off to a great start, and we were the one that had a double-digit lead early. I think maybe we were up 10 or 12, maybe up 4 or 5, 6 at the half, up 10 halfway through, and then they went on a run, and we were able to kind of, in the last 4 minutes, we got down a couple buckets, but we were able to fight back. And, for us, it always is going to start on the defensive end of the floor and can you defend and can you rebound. And, I feel like, we've even in the last couple games, we've gotten some good looks offensively and we're struggling a little bit on that end of the floor. But like I tell these guys all the time, let's beat somebody 52-48 then. If that's what it takes. It takes what it takes. And we'll have nights where everybody plays great. We make a ton of shots, and maybe you score 86, 85. But to the group's credit, I thought we were able to just continually to get stops and in that stretches and in both situations at our place the last 4 minutes of the game and then this one down the stretch, we were able to get stops and grab the rebound.
In the grand scheme of things, how important was tonight's result?
I mean, we always look. This was the most important game because the coach always said this was our next game. So, in the grand scheme of things, that's what the grand scheme was, winning tonight. And I think being able to do that gives us a little bit of momentum to be able to go back home and take care of business there. So, we don't try to look ahead. We don't try to look at, the outside noise or what can happen if you lose this game or win this game. So we just got to take care of every game that comes on our schedule, and we were able to take care of this one gracefully, and we'll get back to it on, we play Sunday?
Sunday.
Yeah, we'll get back to it Sunday.
Coach, I know whenever, whether it be press conferences, post-game, or during the week, you've talked about slow starts and adjusting to that. How did you think your team adjusted to that in the second half, especially whenever Honor kind of caught fire there?
Well, I don't know if either half we adjusted very well to the starts. We didn't start very well at neither half. And, again, that's something that we have been evaluating, we have been looking at. I mean, we've almost talked to it ad nauseum now and just got to figure out a better way to get off to better starts, and have a higher sense of urgency. And trust me, like I said in the Baylor game, like there's not anything that happens in our program poorly that doesn't fall on me. So I've got to do a better job of figuring out ways to get us off to better starts. And then the players, which they do, they have to be accountable for when you have opportunities in those segments. You got to make the play too. And that's what I love about this group. No one points fingers. No one places the blame. No one's like, well, it's his fault or it's coach's fault, or everybody's looking at it like, man, we got to be better than that. I thought it was a good response. And it certainly helps when you get some shots to go down, and then you do get a little invigorated, and those were monster shots, and we needed them.
And And then talk about the defensive play of Amir and Jasper going up against Jizzle. I mean, obviously he had 10 in the first half, and then he finished with 18. Just talk about the two of them and what they did well to kind of slow him down in the second half.
Yeah, honestly, I'm glad you asked because that's what I told the team. I thought the game changed on Amir's defensive activity and his ball pressure during that stretch, and it was awesome to see. That was the best defensive game that Amir has played since he's been in a Mountaineer uniform, and along with his shot making, I thought his point of attack defense, the effort, the activity, getting deflections, getting long rebounds during that course is what changed the game. And like I said, I thought it was the play of the game was Honor sprinting back and getting a deflection. And again, it just talks about his maturity too. And the better he gets defensively, the better we'll get defensively because your point of attack defense is so important. Jasper's experienced at it, and he's probably one of the best on-ball defenders in our league and in the country. And Amir's a great learner and listener, and he kind of picked up that slack in the second half, and he was tremendous.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank y'all. Y'all be safe. Oh, my goodness, man. Thank y'all, man. Y'all